There's a lot of extra steps.
I ain't playing with her. No way, no how. Got the 40 in my dealer sweats right now. I'm knocking anything down. Pull 3 strikes. At the counter.
And we are live at the motherfucking Rebar. Another episode of the one and only Rebar Show with your host in the stripes, JP motherfucking Fingers. This guy just got 400 remotes.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? We are live and back at the one and only fucking Rebar Show. JP Fingers.
Why run 5?
And who are we joined by? We're joined by the Angry Texan. The Angry Texan, J-Dub himself.
What's going on, man? How you guys doing?
Not bad. How are you doing? And we have a special guest.
Mm-hmm.
Every guest is special.
Every guest is special. But Mo was one of the first guests on the show.
He was.
The OG show.
And he's back.
We are getting into it with TATLATMOE, all the way out in New Jersey.
That's it.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, boys? How we doing?
Can't complain. We're living the life, doing the show.
Just living.
Yep. I just listen. I have a few product placements that I need to just show people first. I'm using this is my Wiseman Pipes cigar rest. I just want to make sure that you knew, and I also have a this was my custom Wiseman Pipes ashtray.
I don't even think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, I have that as well. I have my rocks, my TATLATMOE rocks glass, of course, with the gotta have that. Just to let you guys know what I'm using, I have my SNS lighter.
Oh,
lovely.
Yep. SNS cutter.
Oh,
made by Zycar. Hold on. Let me just get all my product placements in. Knights of the Leaf, KOTL.
Woo! Gotta hold it down.
Is this like your EDC?
Yeah, big shout out to High West, Double Rye.
Ooh,
okay.
Nice. Good rye.
I'm good to go. Go ahead.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are on, I don't know, it's episode, we'll call it 34. And
Sure.
we're joined by TATLATMOE. We're going to be doing the 3 normal segments. What plugs JP's Vitola?
Yeah, what cracks JP's rapper?
What cracks my rapper? What's in Evan's mouth? And J-Dub, just the tip. J-Dub's cigar tip of the day.
Nice.
Or of the episode, I guess. Or of this day.
Of the week.
Of the week,
cigars, yeah. Tip of the week.
Sure. Tip of the week. All right, your weekly tip.
Once a week, man.
Weekly, just the tip with J-Dub.
Fuck,
Just the tip, please.
Well, let me get my product placements in. Since this show is all about product placements, I like
What's
to
the hat?
The hat, it is from the one and only Brian McGee Meats. He graciously gave it to me and specifically asked for it to show up on this show at one point or another. So there you go. I'm making money already. I'm in the green with the show.
I'm in the green.
Like I said, you're in the green.
I'm gonna have to forward you my statement then.
That's it. I quit.
Hey, put that fucking hat in your will for me.
I already offered it to you, asshole. So if you want it, all you have to say is give it to me, daddy. That's all.
Oh, I will not be saying that.
Give it to me. I say no. He will, J-Dub. He will. So
I got one zaddy.
So here's the situation. I get a message from Evan about an hour and 20 minutes ago. He's on his way to my house. Great news. He's going to be early. Bad news is he forgot all his cigars at home. Which this happened
Like all of his cigars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's in Evan's mouth cigars. So, being the good guy I am and, quick thinking on my feet, I had to create a new cigar. So we might as well get this Evan segment started with what's in Evan's mouth. So take it over, Evan.
All right. On this segment of What's in Evan's Mouth, I have JP as my sugar zaddy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, pretty fitting, I got
660? 660?
No, I wouldn't want
okay.
it to be. I wouldn't want to embarrass him.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to embarrass myself.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, so a 770 then.
Those are Mobibi numbers. Damn.
All right. Well, what are your thoughts on the cigar?
It's lit.
Nice.
Yeah. It's good so far. Nice and dark. I mean, this is this is straight up just you panicking and getting a cigar wrapped. So
No.
I don't think you put too much thought into it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all know me.
Well, it's good. It's good so far.
I picked a size that I know you.
Someone needs to put that in the beginning of the song.
Yes.
I appreciate the size
Needs
selection.
to be a little sound bite of JP. Okay.
Followed by Young Jeezy.
All right. If you're listening and if you do it and send it to me, I will send you a cigar. How's that?
If I do it,
Not you. Whoever's listening.
okay. You know,
Not you're
I know
I know
I'm
you,
not-
I realize you're listening too, but no, you don't qualify.
and same with Uncle Cheese. He doesn't qualify either.
Yeah.
He gets too much shit already.
Cheers.
Cheers, Mo. Actually, Mo. I mean, well,
We
let's tell you your glass.
Nice.
so all right. So I'm gonna introduce my drink is my favorite from this Koval line, which is actually distilled in Chicago. Shout out to Chi Town.
Nice.
Deep dish pizza and weird ass hot dogs. So
Weird
And-
ass hot dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they put pickle spears on them and sport peppers
Yeah, they're
and celery salt.
and tomatoes.
so
And
good.
tomatoes.
Tomatoes,
Not ketchup. Tomatoes.
Yeah, tomatoes.
All right. So shout out to Chi Town, home of the good. They have good baseball and good basketball. I guess. Well, they used to have good basketball. But
Mhm.
anyways,
They used to have good
And-
hockey too.
they used to have good hockey. And in honor of our guest, I am smoking a
Mexican
drum roll
experiment.
Mexican experiment. Exactly.
Mexican experiment. That's the
Cue the racist jokes, Evan. I'm gonna give
that
you.
is the redux. That's the redux. That's good.
Yeah.
That's
We
good.
don't call
What
it.
does
We
that
just
mean?
we just call it the Mexican experiment because everybody was like, "Is it the Mexican experiment 1?" And then the new one is the Mexican experiment 2. The new one is the Mexican experiment 2. The first one is just the Mexican experiment.
Right. So this is we just call it experimental.
Hey, that's what we should have called the Ellicaville Herf this year.
That's it.
Y'all are the ones that are experimented
All right,
with some good shit.
Mo, what are you smoking?
I'm smoking a La Mission
Oh, one of my favorites.
1959. I smoked this cigar because I first tried it at the first IPCPR I was with, TATLATMOE, and we had introduced the line, and this was one of the 3 original sizes that came out, and we've since expanded it to 7 sizes.
Nice.
Holy shit! I don't think I knew it was in 7 sizes.
Yeah, 7 sizes. There's a whole bunch of years, and the first 3 were 59, 89, and 2009. 1959, obviously, 1989 and 2009.
So what's
And
the
then-
importance of those numbers, those dates?
It has something to do with the years that certain wines got 100. They got rated 100.
Uh-huh.
And there was a vineyard, and please forgive me for not remembering what the vineyard was. I don't.
You're gonna get chewed apart on SNS.
I know they are. They're going to be like, he doesn't even know what the history is. What's wrong with him? How's he repping them if he doesn't know every single minute detail?
Oh yeah.
Because we have a shit ton of SKUs, and you try to remember everything. But yes, there was that. That's why. So that's where they started with that 89, 59, 89, and 2009.
I'm going to be bad at this.
Mhm.
One of my favorite sizes in that cigar is it's the Lonsdale.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know the year of it though.
It is a good Vitola for
Yeah.
that stuff.
Don't test me today, because I always mix up the Corona Gorda and the Lonsdale.
Yo,
And
okay.
Okay.
Don't
so
test
listen, it's either the 2003 or the 1999. How's that?
All right.
Fuck.
So I just have to.
I
I
should
would have to
know.
look it up. I know. I wish you would know. Like, he's supposed to be the rep. What's going on?
I do have a box on the wall somewhere of it, and it should have on there.
Yeah, it should be on. It'll be on the front. not on the top. So
All right, last but not least,
All right.
what do you got?
I'm burning the Letelier ER16.
nice.
One of my, actually, you know what? I can't say one of my because the 15s were phenomenal, the 16s were phenomenal, the 17s, they're all fucking good.
Hmm.
It's just I feel the 16
That's my favorite.
has held aging
Yeah.
the best
Mhm.
out of all of them. And
I still like I still like the 13, the first. Just so good.
I probably only had 3
actually,
of those.
I think I still have a 13 from Casey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. When we were at Nat Sherman's.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Those ones, I find they don't do this. The 15s.
No, it's just
They're always just
where the 15s changed a lot. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, it's really good. Okay, it's changed. Okay, like they were
It's
always
strong,
good, but it's
it's
just
lost it.
yeah. They were very up and down with their aging. That and I'm drinking dry hop fickle mistress.
Okay.
It's a dry hop sour,
Nice.
and actually I haven't even had a sip of
It's
it
pretty.
yet.
It's pretty good. It is a sour kind of night. We got like 3 or 4 or 5 sours lined up
I
here.
think we'll be like 6 hours.
Hopefully,
This is our third sour.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Some people got to work tomorrow.
I'm begging for heartburn tonight and acid reflux.
Oh my God, you don't even know. Sunday night was a lot of bullet bourbon.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, heartburn.
Hey, shout out to Tums.
Yeah, Tom's.
Yep. Oh no, I was all over the Tums on middle of the night, first thing in the morning, and before I left the house.
You gotta be.
I get
Yeah.
self-conscious taking Tums around my wife now just because she gives me shit every
Mm.
time. She's like, you should go see a doctor. There's no reason to be taking that many Tums.
It's like no, it's just what you eat, and
It's
you know
just
you
like-
can't eat it, but you want to eat it,
I just
or
love
you want
Yeah.
to drink it.
I love tomatoes. I love coffee. I love fucking eggs.
Hmm.
All of those motherfuckers kill me.
Mm.
I still eat them. Thank God for Tums. All right, you want to do
Oh yeah,
our product placement?
yeah. We got our product placement, ladies and gentlemen. This episode, this rebar, this show is brought to you by United Cigars. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to start living united. You got to start smoking united. You got to go to your local B&M, your local retailer. You know, whether you order online or you go to your local store, ask them for United Cigars. If they don't have United Cigars, you demand they get that shit in. If they don't want to get it in, you go to www.unitedcigargroup.com and there's a list of the retailers where you can order United Cigars from. Live United, smoke United. Just fucking do it. They're good fucking cigars.
Right on.
Yep.
You're getting better and better at that.
I am.
That was pretty fucking good.
I think I found like by 3 beers, I'm perfect to say the
intro there.
the intro. 3 beers, solid.
Yeah.
No skipping.
Nice.
And again, don't take anything we say seriously because it is not affiliated with any of our sponsors or affiliates. Anything that we do, especially our guest and especially JP and what he's wearing, is not meant to offend anyone. Okay, so it's just the way it is.
Hey, you know who it
Okay.
doesn't offend?
First week of October, first weekend in October, you will see my cult following.
Yes.
You will
Okay,
see.
Eva.
What happens at rebar stays at rebar. First rule of rebar is don't talk about rebar.
Yeah, it's
It's real simple.
I'm not going to
Sure.
talk about rebar, but did you get your suit?
Yes,
Mo?
sir.
You got
Absolutely.
got it.
Mo, you got
I
that
got it.
Yep.
I got the black with the white stripes. Old
classic.
school.
Yeah, that's
Old
OG
school.
for OG
Yeah.
Mo.
OG. Now I have to order my I got to order my kicks.
Oh, see, I'm always messing around.
Yo, but you got your Saturday suit, your Sunday suit.
Oh, we need a Saturday and a Sunday suit.
Well,
It's fucking church on Sunday. You got to have your Sunday suit.
one of the
All right.
well, I don't even want to say. I mean, I sent people a picture of the challenges, and if you didn't read close enough, one of the challenges you could draw is JP's tracksuit weekend, where you got to spend a whole weekend in a tracksuit.
Oh my God.
Whether it's the same tracksuit or a different tracksuit, that's totally up to you.
Imagine put that fucker on Sunday in the morning, like, who,
The smell.
No.
what happened?
All right, so let's get into things. You're with TATLATMOE. Oh, excuse me, Letelier now, right? So
It's all under one umbrella. It's all Tatuaje Cigars. Havana Cellars is the umbrella.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
Havida's at the top, and then it's just
Yeah, and then it's just TATLATMOE cigars. Yeah, the Letelier, everything got folded in about a year and a half ago. So yeah, everything
Oh,
is
so we were
together.
talking about that, and we
Yeah.
were discussing, how everyone's got their own line.
Hmm.
Casey, Dan, Pete, and I had no idea that they got folded in.
amalgamated.
Yeah,
It was a it was a merger.
It was a merger.
it was a
It was a
merger.
merger
Yeah,
amalgamation.
that's
So
it.
Casey and Dan are sitting on a beach somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Casey's in Georgia right now.
Oh,
He was working with one of the sales reps, so he was doing some work down there. But yeah, everything is under one umbrella, so it's all one. It used to be separate, so we had a little, it was a little bit different when it was set up like that. But now it's just great because you can just order everything one place,
yeah.
one stop shop.
If you got one
Letelier,
account,
TATLATMOE. Yeah,
one account serves them all.
That's
correct. Yeah, this way you don't have to worry about if you just order Letelier and if you order, because even we used to do separate orders for the two companies, but now it's just one.
oh yeah. So it's like, oh, today I got my Letelier shipment in.
Yeah,
Tomorrow I'll get my TATLATMOE
right.
in.
And they actually ship separately.
So is this a weight off your shoulders, or is this just more work on your plate?
No, it's actually a little bit better and easier because it's all one. So, they used to go, okay, I'll give you the Letelier order first, then I'll give you the TAT order. I'm like, no, just have at it. Do
Mm-hmm.
everything at once. Yeah. So,
It probably actually makes things seem better for customers
hmm,
because it's like now it doesn't look like you're asking them like for three different big orders.
Yeah.
right.
It's just, hey,
It's
group
just
it all
one.
with this. Tell me what you want.
Yeah. Well, because with surrogates was already under Letelier. So you would order surrogates and Letelier together, and then you would order all the TAT stuff together. So now it's just all one.
Uh,
Right on.
Yeah.
that's cool. So you started in the cigar shop. I know we talked about this. Fuck, I want to say it was 8 months ago on the
Yeah.
episode. But you started in the cigar shop.
Already?
Yep. I started at Smoker's Delight in Union, New Jersey, back in, I want to say it was either late 2000, early 2001, but yeah, quite a few years ago.
Um, working. So we've had people from every aspect of the cigar world on the show, right?
Hmm.
But I don't think we've had a former cigar shop employee, right?
Amanda,
I
I
thought the
Yeah, but
guess.
it was her family.
Yeah.
Queen Bee used to be worked at a place, I think.
Just everyone hitting you with facts. You're
Yeah,
like,
and now all of a
fuck.
sudden J Dub's like every guest that's been on the show has worked in a cigar shop. I'm like,
Pretty much.
oh fuck.
uh, Brandon.
Next topic.
No, but I want to know, right? You know, what are some of the good, like the positives and negatives of stuff that you've seen in cigar shops? You know what I mean? Especially with, you know, going back that far, right? Like what's
Well, what was the vibe back then? I mean, how is it different? Better question.
yeah.
What was the vibe back then? No, how's
So the
that different?
vibe, yeah, I was going to say the vibe back then was it was coming off of that crazy cigar boom from the
Okay.
90s. So it was good. There was a lot of companies. There was the big, the big boys were still there, and then all of a sudden the boutique guys were coming in, and they were starting to open up a couple of years in, and but guys were smoking, and magazines were there. Maybe not as much, maybe not as many
But
blogs, or I wasn't
but
as
boutique
aware of the
cigars
blogs.
wasn't really a thing back then, right? It was.
No, it really wasn't. It was just something. I mean, it was yeah, it was different. Like the lounge was packed every night. We used to have live music on Tuesday nights. It was like a little three-piece like New Orleans jazz band that played on Tuesdays.
Like Studio
And it was
54 back then.
yeah,
see
yeah, and it was good. Like every night was packed. People wanted to sit in the lounge, smoke a cigar, relax. And now it's the same. People still want to go to lounges and they want to smoke, but now they're getting a little bit more. There's the education, there's the blogs, there's the magazines. I want to smoke this. Then there's a lot more fans of certain brands out
Yeah.
yeah.
there now that you didn't have back then. Like you had guys that were like, oh my God, there's certain cigars that come out at certain times of year. We need to get them. Where now it's just like I'm a fan of the brand. I'm a fan of TATLATMOE. I'm a fan of Letelier Surrogates,
Yeah.
whatever it happens to be. Any of the other companies that are out there right now, each one has its own group of fans that follow, you know, fanatically, where the word fan comes from. So I think
Oh,
that's what you
right.
have. That's
It's,
different from
do
what
you
it was then.
attribute, what company do you attribute that more to? I mean, historically speaking, would you say that's more of a Drew Estate thing that really knew how to draw in that crowd and keep that crowd,
Well, Drew Estate
or
was doing something different, I think, at the time because of just the whole vibe of the graffiti art and everything like that. I mean, you know, I saw it when we sold it there, and yeah, it was interesting. I mean, it wasn't generally something that I smoked. It wasn't something that I enjoyed, but I was, you know, some of the stuff that I smoked back in the day was, you know, some of the big Dominican companies because the Nicaraguan companies
yeah,
weren't as prevalent.
right?
There was some Honduran stuff that was coming out, but basically it was Dominican or nothing. That
Hmm.
was it.
That's honestly one of my, I mean, I can't even say this is a regret, but one of my biggest regrets in the cigar game since I've been in it was wishing I started, permitted I could start like early
Hmm.
2000s, late 90s,
Yeah.
Hmm.
just to get the chance to go like that shit had to have been unreal, Mo. Like, in
Hmm.
New York City and New Jersey, like a big smoking area like that, being in a cigar lounge,
Oh yeah.
like
I
that
mean,
shit was unreal.
I remember going to the Big Smoke at the Marriott Marquis in New York, and we used to get loaded up when you bought a ticket. It was you could smoke and eat in the same room, and you would just go up with your ticket book, and you would walk out of there with 50, you know, at least 50 cigars, easy.
Kind of like a cigar fest.
It was that sort of you know, you go around collect your cigars, which is what they do at the multi-vendor stuff that even I participate in a couple of them. One of them is called the Little Big Smoke up in Syracuse
Hmm.
for Rocky Cigars. So he does one, but they're charity. But the guys buy the tickets, they come in, they, you know, collect their cigars, they have their thing. We check it, you know, either pull the ticket out of the book or we check it off on their ticket. I also do Havana Palooza up in Albany, and that's almost like I guess it's like a thank you to their customers. You buy the ticket, you get a bunch of great cigars, you get a great night of food, drinks, dessert, raffles, giveaways, the whole thing.
That's
Nice.
cool. Yeah. You know what? I don't know because Syracuse isn't even that far from us.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
like
it's like 2.5 hours.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know how we've never
yeah.
checked that out.
like the
No, little, and they've been doing it 16, coming up on the 17th year, I think,
yeah.
Shit.
something like that. And I've been participating for the last few years, and it's a great event. Mike, the owner of Rockies, and Buddha, who is the basically he's the face of Rockies. Everybody knows Buddha. You know, one of the SNS. I'm not sure. I don't know if he's OG. He might be like 1 year. He might be second year. I'm not sure. I know he's going to kill me when he sees it. He'll probably go like, "I'm an OG." So,
Yeah.
but
Check my
Buddha's.
fucking coin.
I know, right? Yeah, I got my coin for some guy coined me the other day, and I let him go because I had mine, and I was like, I'm like, dude, seriously? Like,
Who would
no.
fucking coin you?
I don't even. A guy I see at a shop from time to time, and I saw him at a different shop. I was doing a second anniversary, just kind of fly by for one of my retailers. So I sat, I grabbed a cigar, I was hanging out, and the guy saw me, and I'd seen him in a couple of shops, Smokers Delight, and a few other places. Literally, he goes in his pocket, he just holds up his coin, and I looked at him, and I said, "Really?" And I went in my pocket, and he pulled out like his 8 year coin, and I pulled out my 2013 coin, and I go, "Okay, really?" Like, I know I was
Big
2 years.
business,
I
dude.
missed the first two, but come on.
Oh my god.
I
um,
let him go though. He goes, "No, no, whatever you want." I'm like, "No, man, the price is here. I don't think you want to spend the money right now." So
The only coin I got is the 1 day sobriety coin, which, sorry.
yeah,
I lost mine.
Yeah. One day.
I may have drank it.
I keep it for a day and then I carry it with
yeah,
me and I lose it every other day basically.
When you're drunk.
yeah. It was, but getting back to that, it was a cool vibe. A lot of different people that would come in and sit and smoke and BS about everything,
And what
and
was the demographic back then? I mean,
that's what I was going to say. And it was weird because it was a little bit older demographic where now you got a bunch of younger guys coming through, and internet information, all the different blogs, all of that, all of that now is these guys coming in and going, hey, I heard about this. I heard about this company, this company, this company. And you
Yeah.
just go down a list.
Well,
And
social media did wonders.
listen, once Instagram hit and people started posting what they were smoking,
Yeah.
and I have to, a friend of mine gave me the, I post what I smoke. And I don't know if he came up with it or it was out there and nobody was using it. So that's what I've been using forever since I started Instagram and since I was on there. And it was great. I love to just take a picture of the cigar and show it, and then people go like, "Oh, cool, where'd you get it?" Okay, and they still do that. They still ask. Now for me, it's a different animal because it's all Tatuaje, Letelier, and
Mhm.
Now,
donuts and food. That's
Yeah.
about it.
When can I get that? Hey, do you know any shops with those? Hey.
we want fucking pumpkins, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mo,
no,
where's the pumpkins? Where's
those are
the
the
pumpkins?
those are the guys that slide into the DM. Do you
Oh
know of
yeah,
any?
those
Do
are
you
the
know of any of the?
whores.
Okay, so can we talk about that? How many people?
Hold on a second. I can't get
Yeah,
I can't get women to slide in my DM to say, "Hey."
Pumpkin.
dude's
I
looking
get
for
guys.
pumpkins. Yo.
Listen, I get guys from 25 to 40 going. You know where I can get some pumpkins from?
Nobody is as desperate as a man who wants some pumpkins.
Yeah.
That's dude. That I mean,
Well, but that's to Pete's credit. Like, think of the evolution of that event pack,
Oh yeah.
and like a lot of the other companies, they give out more stuff, but a little bit bigger companies can give out a little bit more, but we came out with something so unique that
yeah,
people are chasing it. They want it. They don't care. They know I have to buy a box to get a 3-pack of a unique cigar that you cannot buy.
yeah.
And then
Good.
we took it to another level. We started with broadleaf. Then we went to the Campa Especial. So we called it pumpkin spice, just, to give it that kind of name. And people are like, is it pumpkin? Is it really taste like pumpkin? No, it's just the spice because of the Sumatra
Was
wrapper.
that before the PSL basic bitch
So all these
crave from Starbucks?
Yes, it was. No, actually, it was after. It
Right.
was after. So and the thing is, everybody was like pumpkin spice. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you guys came out with a pumpkin. No, it's not pumpkin spice. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
I wondered that if people had thought it tastes like
they
a
did.
pumpkin.
They
I
did at the
actually
time.
I smoked one last time I was with you, Mo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you imagine though that some dude is sitting in a cigar shop with
yeah.
you? He goes,
Oh
like,
wow, this is just like a pumpkin pie.
"This is like
Mhm.
pumpkin spice latte. That fucking blows my
Yeah,
mind. Pete is a genius."
that with a pumpkin beer.
Cinnamon. I taste the whipped cream.
I taste the
I bet you.
nutmeg. I taste a little nutmeg and
Yeah,
cinnamon in
oh,
it,
just
and
nutmeg.
Huge.
Oh,
yeah.
So I was gonna say, I mean, you
Hmm.
don't work in a cigar shop now, but you do go to lots of cigar shops. Do
Yes.
people know they've already dismissed a cigar before they've even tried it?
Sometimes.
Like they have read so much on the internet that they already
Hmm.
know they're not going to like that, so they don't want
You
to try.
know. You know what I equate
That
that to?
many.
It's there's two things that they do. It's kind of like the guys that read movie reviews before they go to see the movie, and everybody's palate is subjective. It's whatever you like. You might like what I don't like. You may like what Justin likes. Justin may like what Jonathan likes, and I don't like what any of you guys are smoking.
me likey
So
Jonathan.
Oh,
Me like
so
you. Peter,
it's the same. So movie reviews and cigars and even food to a certain degree. I mean, people just you like what you like and you don't what you don't like, and it's very simple. It's not
women,
really. Yeah.
man.
Actually, Mo, I will
Yeah.
back you on this because this just happened to me 3 weeks ago.
Hmm.
So you guys are gonna fucking laugh and be like, you're an idiot. So the movie A Bronx Tale,
Hmm.
it never appealed to me because it sounded like some fairy tale thing.
Hmm.
I finally watched it. It is a great movie,
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
like really good movie.
Yeah.
Fairy tale.
That's it. All he used to do, Sonny just used to talk
Yeah,
with these three fingers.
Who
With
am
these three
I?
fingers.
Yeah, Sonny had
That's
all
it.
his fingers, but he only ever used 3 of them.
That's it. Just the three fingers.
it sounds like someone I know.
That's why it appealed to you. I knew there was a
Yeah,
reason.
that's it. So yeah, I was always just wondering. People they go into a shop and they're just like, nah, you know what? I don't even like that. Well, you have one? No.
But then you know what it is? You have guys that are still there's a and I won't throw out a number, but I'll just say that there are still guys that are habitual and creatures of habit smokers that I smoke Dominican or I smoke Nicaraguan or I smoke this company or I smoke
Yeah,
that company, and I don't
there.
go with anything else. And you might have a guy who's just strictly, and ourselves included.
But that's the older generation, though, right?
It
That's
is.
their
It
way.
is.
No, you
It
know what though? At the same time, it's not just the older generation though. All these the younger generation is just, I'm just gonna smoke Cubans. I'm just gonna smoke Cubans.
right. We
Why?
have a friend. We have
Yeah,
a friend
there's
who does
different
that.
brands.
Yeah, we have a friend.
We have multiple friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
multiple friends, and it's like,
Yep.
I get you. Like, I get you. Just okay. Primarily smoke that, but
Right.
don't. Why limit yourself?
Why sell everything else
Yeah,
just to
Yeah.
only have those?
Right.
you
Well,
know what I mean. It's just everything.
it,
Not everything's good, but there's a lot of good stuff out there, and it's like,
sure.
and in my
It's it.
opinion,
So
It's what hits their palate.
yeah,
exactly.
It's like,
So,
you have guys that, listen, especially out here, I don't know about there, but we have, you have a local deli where guys pick up the same breakfast sandwich every morning and the same cup of coffee. It's what they do. That's part of their routine. Their routine is bacon, egg, and cheese in the morning, Taylor ham, egg, and cheese if you're north of where I am,
well, it depends. Yeah,
pork roll,
yeah, roll.
pork roll, egg and cheese if you're south, or more in my area, and a cup of coffee, and it's just what it is. These guys are routinely smoking or eating, and this is what they do. But it's not a bad thing if that's what makes them happy. That's why when people used to come in the shop and they would go, um, well, I really like this, and then you have the miseducation of some of these guys, and they just come in and they go, I really like Maduros, and you show him Maduros, he goes, no, I don't like the dark ones, I like the lighter ones, I like the lighter Maduros.
okay.
And I go, oh, okay. And there are some that are a little bit lighter, but generally
Yeah, that's the
Maduros are a little bit
definition.
dark. Yeah, it's the
95%
that's
of the time, it's a darker Maduro.
right. I mean, even with when you say, like, we had La Riqueza, Connecticut broadleaf, but then
Oh,
Connecticut broadleaf Maduro, and it's Maduro means ripe. So you're having it aged a little bit more, and as it gets to that point, it darkens up, and then it changes the flavor profile. So,
There you go. So,
yep,
and one
that's
of
a
the
Mo
things, like
cigar tip.
Yeah, most.
yeah,
cigar tip.
Tip of Mo.
mhm, that's it.
One of the things that I don't know, Gabe from the local from Cigar Point here. He's the one that opened up a shop in 2009, and he started his. He's the one that brought in Tatuaje to town, right? So
Hmm.
he's the only one that carried it for a while until it took off, and then everybody started carrying it.
Right.
But I remember social media. Going back to the social media thing, is that I would smoke nothing but CI stuff,
Right.
famous CI, Cigar Monster, and so you would have all these bigger general brands, and then but I started with social media, and I was like, oh
Hmm.
crap, that's a good cigar. How do I get it? How do I get it?
Yeah,
So I got to the point where I built up pretty with trades and everything. I built up a pretty good collection. But and Fink's in town, right? I would go to Fink's and I'd be like, oh, check out my cigar. I would bring a Viaje, and they're like, what is that?
Yeah.
I've seen that before.
I've
And
been
then
to Finks.
right.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, and Alex from Fink's was like, oh, I'll trade you. I'll trade you for that. Now you can get it, but it was back in the day, and that's all attributed to social media because it introduced the United States, I guess, and the world
Yeah.
into these craft boutique cigars, which is not mostly what we all smoke nowadays. But
I
It is, and then
remember.
and some of them have gotten bigger to that same point, and now they're kind of, it's funny because, like, sometimes you hear like ultra boutique, the guys that make like super limited stuff, and
yeah,
okay, but if you can't get it, or if everything is if everything is either limited edition and that's all you release and you don't have core line stuff, it's kind of
you're,
it's difficult for you
it's
to
hard
get a
to follow.
feel. Yeah, hard to get a feel for the company
Yeah,
and what they actually what's the core line. And that's what
right.
we always, at
You
least what
gotta
I
have
talk
proof.
about with our stuff. Yeah, we talk about the core line products. So we talk about Black Label, Red Label, Veroku, Cabaguan Guapos,
Brown
and
label.
and yeah, Brown Label, Nicaraguan Brown Label, Miami Brown Label. So Fausto, and Fausto is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Tatuaje blend to smoke.
Really.
Yes, the
I
Fausto
just
or the La
yeah,
Riqueza.
both,
Yeah, they're
both
like,
equally.
So
oh,
we were talking. You just mentioned not having a core line, and there's boutique guys.
Mm-hmm.
So there's boutique guys.
They prefer to be called artisan.
Yeah, and I was just about to say that. So
Artist.
it's
Man of the craft.
boutique or artisan cigars. But then there's the dudes that are like uber boutique, and they should be calling themselves small batch, like
Right.
it's small batch cigars. But truthfully, if you're making less than 1,500 boxes, that's a small batch, and you're not
Exactly.
producing anything in quantity.
Right.
Have on the shelf,
Right.
but
But also as a starting company, you kind of have to go small batch, right?
no, and I get that because you don't have the cap.
You don't have the cap exactly.
Well, you want to make
ability
people
to
want
buy-
it. If your cigar, you start a company and your cigar is everywhere, people are really going to be, I'll get it next time.
Right, and it is a great marketing tool, but for how long before?
Mhm.
Fuck, I really wanted to try that. You know,
Well, until
I
your
know.
neighbor comes out with his boutique company.
Yeah, right. It's like, but I wanted to try that. Oh, they're sold out. Ah, too bad.
Yeah, but if you don't have a marketing plan, I think, and this is my opinion, not that I know, that part of that side of the business, but if you don't, for me, coming from, going to college, business administration, for me is like if you don't have a marketing plan to just even put in place to say, okay, I'm going to come out with a small batch or whatever, and I'm going to sell 2,500 boxes on my first run. But then I have to I'm going to put them in very, very limited, limited availability. And then the next run, I'm going to go 5,000 and expand it. And then the next run, you go 75 or 10, so that plan has to be in place because now word of mouth is going to get there, but you also don't want them to forget about it and not be able to get it. You have to have in place and a reasonable time frame because cigar smokers are fickle. You can put them on something and then all of a sudden they're gone.
Oh,
it takes
You could
one
have a
bad
guy
cigar.
smoking something and then all of a sudden
one
they're
bad
just
cigar.
and listen, it's just like a restaurant. Your cigar or your meal is only as good as the last one you had there. Either the last cigar you had or the last meal you had at that restaurant. That you could have smoked 10 boxes of any cigar that you want in one Vitola, and you just go, oh my God, this is my favorite, and I smoke it and I smoke it. And I get one, and then maybe I'm like, oh shit, what's going on with this thing? And then you get the second one, and you're like, I'm out. I'm going to something else.
Yeah.
And you hope that you go to something else within that same line, that same company, but it could be that could be the deciding factor. And I go, you know what? Fuck these guys for a while. I'm going to go somewhere else. And it's the same with a restaurant. I'll go 6 times. 7th time, I get the shitty service. The food is cold, whatever. I'm out. You won't see me for a while. And I may or may not give them a chance again.
What do you mean they don't serve breakfast after 11:30?
Hey.
Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Dude, it was 11. What time? Fuck, I'm not even going to talk about that.
I don't
Yeah,
even think
so
I,
upset.
I
I've never
honestly
seen
don't
Mo.
even think it was 11:30.
No, it was
earlier.
noon. No, it was noon.
No. Yeah, it was close. I was like, son of a bitch.
And it was
Really?
it was 12:08.
I had
And
I had a mimosa. I was good.
Mo was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah. Listen, if anything bad happens in a restaurant, if anything bad happens in a restaurant, it happens to me.
Yeah, no shit. Well,
It really does.
going to
Listen, as
restaurants all the time.
as simply as I'll go to see, I'll keep the short story. I go see my boy Carl last night. So I go see him, and I take a friend of mine, and we go to the restaurant, and we're having an amazing meal. We're just sitting, and he's sending food out and appetizers. We get 3 entrees for 2 people, and we're just like, oh my God, we're so full, but we're gonna eat some of it. So it was like a whole red snapper, some oxtail, and a chimichurri churrasco skirt steak. So I have a little piece of that. I have some oxtail. I have some of the snapper. My buddy has a little bit of each one. And then the girl comes over, and I honestly don't know if she didn't understand me or whatever. And we just said, yeah, can you wrap it up? So she takes the 3 plates. We don't see her come back. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, she probably threw everything out, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to get her in trouble. So we're sitting there. Carl comes out. How was dinner? Dinner was great. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. And he says, come to the bar, have a drink with me. So we went to the bar. He was done for the night. We're having a drink. And then he just looks around. He goes, did you get your food? I'm like, no, I think she forgot. He goes over to the girl, and he comes back and he goes, she threw it out. I'm going to go make you more food. I'm like, no, we're good. He goes, I'm going to go make you. I'm like, no, we're good. But even in my friend's place, I still, if it can happen, it will happen to me.
You got that restaurant curse, Mo.
I really do.
Oh man,
I really do.
Thinking about the skirt steak and the salmon getting thrown out hurts me.
I know.
But I
mean,
was going to say before you talk
Mhm.
about the restaurant experience, the marketing department, I think that people really consider marketing only branding,
right.
but marketing is so much more. It's that you need to predict what the cycle is going to be before it
hmm
happens,
Yeah, a
and
trend. What's
predicting
hot, what's not,
trends.
what's coming to be hot.
But people only see
Trend.
marketing as a branding thing. But
Right.
you know, the pumpkins, for instance, great branding. But the
hmm
trend is
But you know what's good with it too, though? All the Halloween stuff that goes along with
yes,
TATLATMOE.
100%,
Right.
and the whole monsters thing. That is a great branding, tying all of that in together, and just it's good marketing. But
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
people if they got um, like small batch places, you know, oh fuck,
But
that band is super
but you
dope.
gotta have a good product behind the marketing. Check this out.
Correct.
Nice.
Nice.
So good
Stacking,
product.
stacking, stacking dimes. Stacking dimes.
And not bad for a Mexican, right, Evan?
he fucking he cockroached you.
Oh my God. Did you give him
No,
cucarachas?
honestly,
No.
though, the Mexican experiment is one of the phenomenal cigar.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
It's
know.
doing.
Don't say
It's
that just
it's
because
doing
I'm
very well. No,
Oh,
it's doing very well for us.
Mo loves. Mo knows I
no
love the hell
nose.
out of Tatooines.
I know that seems to be my new. Somebody of my one of my retailers is trying to get that hashtag going. So he's like hashtag Mo knows.
Hashtag Mo
Mo
knows.
knows.
Mo
That's
knows.
Mo knows
Yeah.
cigars. Mo knows baseball. Mo knows football.
All right,
So
let's.
JP,
I think.
JP,
I think I
I
need a
think
fucking cigar. I think I need a tip from you, J Dub.
just the tip.
Just the tip with J Dub.
Just
hmm
the tip. This segment is brought to you today by Brian McGee. He has an excellent meat.
I like.
Hit up your retailer and ask for Brian's meat. If they don't have it, demand that shit.
Yo, you have no flair, no pizzazz.
Pizzazz. What the fuck is pizzazz?
Pizzazz.
I'll show you what
Pizzazz.
pizzazz is.
Show it. Show it.
Okay, okay. That's pizzazz.
That's
Okay.
So,
pizzazz.
do you have a cigar right now that's still in a cellophane
I
right
actually
now?
What the fuck?
It's literally sitting in front of me.
Yo, Chris,
Okay.
get out of here.
I swear we didn't
Hey.
plan this.
That
Did
this
you?
is not a setup, ladies and gentlemen. Have you and I met or seen know each other before? No. Okay. So grab your cutter. All right. Let's say you have. Nobody can hear you, dude.
Sit back.
So check this out. First
right.
thing you do, you have a cutter that's hopefully it'll be a Zycar because, by the way, I have a story for Zycar. But
It's always Zycar.
Zycar, always Zycar. You get a cutter. It may be a little bit dull, which you can take it and have lifetime warranty. And two things. It's a little bit dull. Sometimes if you don't do it right, you'll crack that wrapper, right? On that fucking cigar. So have you ever tried cutting the cigar with the cellophane on?
No.
Yes.
It cuts it fucking clean. First of all.
Why?
So you'll get a clean, just do it.
He's fucking
it-
cigar tips, not physics with J Dub.
It's not physics. I don't know why it happens. I don't know why it rains. It just rains. Fuck.
I want to do that, but then I feel obligated. I got to smoke another cigar.
Well, no, look, that's exactly what I did with the cellophane, if you can tell. It does two things. First
I'm
of
trying
all,
that tomorrow.
try it right now. It gives you a nice clean cut, and you see that little that extra excess cellophane that you have to pull your cigar through.
Yeah.
Man, that cigar comes out quick and fast, and you don't have to drag it through that cellophane.
Okay.
So
This is just gonna sound real. Should I put the cigar all the way up in the tip tight?
Like no reservoir.
Like
normal, just normal.
normal.
Just
I don't know how it comes.
We only know our normal. You got a fucking fly flying.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Mo, so back me up. What do you know about this?
I've seen it done at the shop quite often. I don't know that. I don't know that it helps. It may. I just know that it dulls the cutter a lot.
Oh, I'm talking about a cutter that's already dull.
Oh, a cutter that's already dull. Yeah,
Yes.
I would. Yeah, and I mean we have so
That
many
won't
guys
fuck-
that. Yeah.
That won't fuck up your.
Right.
It won't fuck up your. It won't crack your your cap or your
Mhm.
wrapper.
Cut it clean.
I know that the reason the guys do
Okay,
it
now,
at the shops that I
That's the
see
first part of it. Now
is that
take it out.
mhm.
Take
Yeah,
it
you
out.
just squeeze
Watch
it
how
right out.
easy. Squeeze it right out.
Fuck, look at that.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Well,
How
I know
effortless is that?
the guys do it because for them, if they're buying 3 and 4 cigars, they don't want to have to worry about taking each one out of cellophane and putting it back in because they're not going to smoke it right away. So
Hmm.
this way they have them all cut and they can just take one out at a time and it's protected in the cello until they can smoke it.
Ready. There's a reason number 3. So
Yeah.
there you go. Just the tip with J-Dub.
I'll give you
I
that.
like
That's pretty fucking.
I like that.
That's a pretty solid fucking tip.
hmm
Now, do you do that on a normal basis? You just look that shit up.
No, I've been doing that since I've been smoking, dude.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And again, that's only when you don't have a sharp cutter.
That is an
And you should only do that with a Zycar cutter,
With this Zycar cutter.
right, Amanda?
Ah, Zycar Amanda.
Shout out to Zycar. Oh, here's my story by Zycar.
Go ahead. Where's
So
your story
you know
about
the
Zycar?
the Trezzo, right? $100 lighter, whatever. I've lost mine about 2.5 years ago, and I lose lighters all the time. That's why I don't use them. My expensive lighters, they stay at home. They stay in one place, and I
My
don't take them out anymore.
expensive lighters. That was plural.
Expensive.
J-Dub is rich.
So that's one of my expensive lighters. So, but this one, I lost it for about 2.5 years, and I was cleaning out my truck today, and guess what? Guess was under the seat? My
You found
Trezzo. Yep. And you know we're in Texas. Heat gets inside of the truck gets fucking heat. So I pull that thing up. At the first lights up like a champ.
5-foot
Still
flame on it.
with a triple flame. Works like a champ. Now all the paint or the ceiling, it's all cracked and it looks old, but it works like a fucking charm. So shout out to Zycar.
That's badass.
Nice.
Actually,
Did you see my exploding lighter the other day?
Yeah.
No,
The one that exploded in my car?
no
Yeah.
way.
I had a soft flame from a company. I'm not gonna call them out because it has nothing to do with the lighter itself. But in my car, I normally when I park my car for the weekend, I put it in front of my house, and I'll take the truck or I'll take the motorcycle out depending. And it was that week that it was like 98 every day, and so I left the sunroof shade open, and I have in my center console a couple of lighters, and one of them was standing straight up so the sun didn't hit it right. The other one was laying flat on its side.
On the side.
And I went in there on Monday morning, and there was a bunch of cigar bands in that center console as well. I opened the door. The lighter was basically obliterated with a split down the middle. Plastic shrapnel was in the front driver's like wheel well down there, like where your feet would go. There were cigar bands strewn all over the front of my car, in the passenger side, in the driver's side. I found one in the back seat. So yeah, basically it exploded from whatever the heat was. It was enough to do it. So
Yeah, no, that was like, was that like a fairly new lighter?
no, I mean it was probably half full, maybe.
Okay, so it still had a good amount of juice for a good.
Yeah, there was still some
So-
juice in.
I keep, those black Tatuaje light soft flames. I keep one in my car at all
Yeah.
times, but it's never in direct sun. It's
That's
kind of
what it is. It can't be in direct sunlight. And
Okay.
this was the same company that makes that one, but again, it has nothing to do with the company. It has to do with
No,
it just got so hot. I had
I've kept that. I've had that for years in my truck
Yeah.
for an emergency. I keep a couple of them in my truck for emergencies, and it's never blown up. And you know how hot it gets in Texas.
oh
I
yeah,
think-
absolutely.
I think it's definitely it was because it was in the direct sunlight, right?
hmm
We don't fact check here, but
We don't no fact checking whatsoever.
Yeah, right.
But I'm pretty sure the heat will make a compressed gas explode.
I believe it will.
Yeah, actually, Mo fact checked that for us.
Yes, I believe it will.
Did anything
I actually had
damaged?
I had a
So-
I had a dual flame lighter that did the same thing, but it didn't explode. What happened was the little metal case on the outside, because the tank itself started to expand and it pushed the metal out. So I took it in the house and I'm like, oh man. So I let it cool down. I tried to fill it, and as soon as I put any fuel in there, it was just like,
Oh, so it cracked.
this feel.
and I went,
Well,
yep, no, it's
steel
cracked, it's
rupture.
done.
it doesn't seal the same way.
Oh yeah, it's a
No.
right expansion.
Yep.
Unexpansion.
You know, I
Mhm.
have a lot of lighters in my car. I've never had that, but they're probably not in direct sunlight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There you go. That's the determining factor, direct sunlight.
Yeah.
That's another cigar tip.
I'd be pretty pissed
Don't-
though if I fucking had a expensive, like J-Dub expensive lighter,
Rich
man's lighter,
Mhm.
later.
blow up.
Yeah.
I'm just happy. I'm glad I found my $100 lighter. That's all.
Shit. Yeah.
I fucking lost my SNS lighter sometime 2 weeks ago, and I am distraught.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't find it. It's in my house somewhere. I think.
That's like your only lighter. That's practical.
I have a lot of lighters, but yes, that's
He has the fucking stupidest lighters.
I like my lighters.
Like they're fucking
Oh.
stupid. These lighters
Yeah.
are actually stupid. They look cool,
Yeah.
but they're not at all practical. Like they're just
Mhm.
the dumbest looking lighters.
Evan, I smoked because I still have my Zygar Soft Flame pipe lighter.
Yeah.
I smoked a pipe this weekend.
Did you?
I bet you did.
Yes.
You can't say anything to this guy. He's fucking the worst.
Sorry.
What
I smoked Evan's pipe. No.
what did you smoking at, J-Dub?
What did I smoke in it? I smoked some tobacco that I got from Mike Hustler. Shout out to Mike Hustler from his shop.
Cigar like a house blend?
What? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it is. I just said, hey, I'm looking
That
for
CBD stuff.
no, right? No, when I was at his shop, I was like, hey, you know what? And actually, my wife wanted some. So she's the one that's like, you know what? I've been wanting to smoke a pipe for a long time. It's like, so I grabbed some from when I was there in Tampa, and we both lit up a pipe this weekend. So she enjoyed the hell out of it. Yeah, it was good.
She liked it, really.
She loved the pipe.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
quick question.
the Mexican pipe.
Yeah.
Did you find yourself awkward after?
I did. I
Yeah,
grew like
Like more
3
awkward
feet.
now.
I grew 3 feet and sideways, and and I started talking to people awkwardly.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Classic. Sounds like a pipe guy.
Mhm. So no, that's cool. Just I thought you might want to know.
Thanks.
Now he just feels like you're centering him out. He's like, why? Because I make a few pipes. All of a sudden, you got to tell me you smoked a pipe. Everybody
Right.
listening to this, whoever smokes a pipe, DM Evan of a picture of you smoking a pipe.
Do
I don't even care
not-
what kind of pipe it is.
Do not DM me smoking a pipe.
Oh yeah.
Evan needs to start taking some responsibility on the Rebar show. Everybody just starts.
Yeah, you know what my
You know what?
responsibilities are?
Instead of tagging myself and my fucking personal account
Yeah.
on every fucking thing that you guys decide to tag me on, I appreciate the support. Tag Evan.
He doesn't appreciate it.
Tag Evan. Start
He's
tagging Evan.
bitching about it right now.
No, I will
Right.
send out
That
stickers.
was the attention.
I will send out stickers to
Oh,
you guys.
fuck.
If you guys start DMing Evan, just
You know
random
what people
pictures,
do
random
for
pictures.
stickers? Hey,
Oh yeah.
people that I've DM'd.
The raciest the picture, the better the sticker.
Mark
How's that?
from Tower.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You want me to shoot him a message?
I don't need you, Sugar Zaddy.
Okay, so how's your cigar?
It's good. It's
Okay.
yeah, it is good. There was about an inch in. There was like this weird after flavor thing going on, but it hasn't come back. But yeah, it's good. Good.
Would you smoke it again so far?
Probably. Yeah.
Would you buy it?
I don't buy anything.
Yeah. What is he leaving the show? Is he
Yeah.
quitting the show? If you ask him, he's
Why
gonna
would I
start buying
fucking buy
cigars?
anything when people just be giving shit to me?
Why do you think they call me Zaddy?
Yeah. How's that?
Daddy.
That hat would look great on my head.
I already offered it to you. All you have to
Who's
say
my
is,
who's my
give it,
who's my zaddy?
Who's
give
my
it to me,
daddy?
Zaddy. That's all you have to
Damn
say.
daddy!
Mhm.
That's all you have to post on me on the media. Give it to me, Zaddy. J-Dub.
Give it to me, Zaddy.
I'm
That's all
gonna
you have to
get the hat. Fucking
So listen,
and pipes.
I wanted to tell you guys something. So I took a little inspiration from you guys, and also inspiration from a friend of mine. So the last couple Sundays, I've been doing a little Instagram live, just kind of smoke and chat and BS. So yeah, it's been fun. It's actually
It's fun.
it was pretty
Those are
good.
the
So
ones that are fun. Like,
yeah, the
when
first
people go live and they post, "Oh, I'm in a concert," I'm like, fuck, I can watch that on TV. I want to interact with people, right?
Yeah, and that's what it was. It was actually pretty good. I think the first week I had like maybe 8 or 9 people, and I think I jumped on about the same time on Sunday, and I think at last count it was like 42, which was good. You know, I wasn't doing it to look for people to see it. I mean, I would like more people to, but it was good because I had interaction from some of the guys that I knew, and one of them was very kind and sent me this killer fiver today, and he said I enjoyed the smoke and chat and looking forward to seeing you on Sundays, and here's a few sticks to smoke on Sunday when you do your thing.
That's a classic.
I was like,
shit,
yeah,
that's
My
awesome.
man wants a
That's a
show.
gentleman right there.
Give him a shout out, Mo.
it is Jeremy Troyer.
Oh,
Yeah,
The midget?
SNS underscore J Troyer.
yeah, J. Troy.
Yeah.
I follow him on Instagram actually.
Yeah, good dude.
So I
Very,
want
very
to
good
bring
dude.
this up, and I had forgot, but you just
Go ahead.
in sending you a fiver. You guys have obviously noticed the decrease in cigar bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That shit is no longer a thing. Like you rarely
like
see people
4
bombing.
years ago, it was the thing.
Oh man,
Yeah.
if you weren't cigar bombing someone, you were You had no
Well,
friends.
Actually, you
I
know
think
what?
I think people
I
started
stop
taking
on you on a
advantage of it.
weekly basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
People started
what
taking advantage of it, and
yeah.
people that I would send bombs to, like JP, for example. I'm sorry. Let's not use his name, but JP. I keep saying JP. In no way in relation to JP, but let's say I sent JP a bomb 5 years ago, and he never replied with another bomb.
Oh, dude!
That's I'm using that as an
Wow.
example, guys.
I knew you would bring that up.
what a
I-
dick.
What a douche! Exactly.
But no, I think J Dub's right, man. I think that's exactly what it is. Is that the guys were out there being super generous, and sometimes it wasn't reciprocated. Not that you do it for that, but it's almost like cigar etiquette to do,
When it
even if it's a
happens
while,
often.
even if it's a while later. And it's happened to me where I had things and people had asked me, and it like took me a year, but I hit them up and I said, sorry it took so long. Here you go. And I just
And
sent out a couple of
Not
things
even
here
a
and there.
thank you. Not even a.
I said
Yeah.
thank you, and I tried asking you what you drink,
Not-
what you would like to drink, and you said no.
I'm not
nothing.
talking about you. I'm talking about someone that looks like you.
Who's named JP?
That's
Well,
it.
Named JP.
Only
It's
has
just
8 fingers.
Pure
We're separating.
coincidence.
Let's divvy up
Pure
the company.
coincidence. Pure coincidence. No, not you, but seriously, and that's why I stopped doing it. It's just
Where are my
whatever.
shares?
We're breaking up. We're splitting up the company. You get Evan.
I don't want to.
This one's a
But you know what it is though, but it also depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Depends on how much you pay for your cigar. I mean, what kind of cigar smoker are you? What kind of collector are you? Are you a
Hey.
collector straight up? Do you have
and
things? Because there's so many
I picked
people
you up from the airport.
I think you made it. I think all the maple syrup you gave me made up for everything. So you just shut up.
Oh no, no. Now my next trip to the States, I'm gonna have to get your address again. But
Whatever. So we're at like 10 minutes left, but I do want to do these last segment of what plugs JP's Vitola.
what plugs?
What cracks your rapper? Something has to do with hustling. I don't know. I'm supposed to remind you, or
All right, yeah. I actually remembered it, but yeah. All right. So one of the things with the term hustling that bothers me, right? We're all adults here.
some.
When people are like, I've been working a lot, I've been hustling, and they use the term hustling for working a lot. It's like, I've been doing a shit ton of overtime at work, and they're like, oh, this guy's hustling. And it's like, no, I'm a grown-ass man with expensive hobbies. It's just, I'm going to work, and I'm working overtime so I can have nice things. I'm not hustling.
right.
They use the term hustling. It's like, that's just me being an adult.
I think hustling is essentially just middlemaning products to people. Like they use that term loosely now. Anyone who
Yeah, but you
goes
see,
to work every day is hustling.
yeah,
Or grinding.
and that's what kills me.
Grinding.
Grinding, and it's like, no, dude, you're working your 8 hours a day.
Right.
How are you saying you're out here grinding, hustling in the streets? It's like, what, you worked 40 hours this week, and all of a sudden you're hustling and grinding? It's like, no, you worked a normal work week.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, that's what you're expected to work as per your employer.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm out here grinding, and it's like, actually, that's your scheduled shift.
Hmm.
Yeah, it might
Like,
be
you work your
different.
scheduled hours.
It might be different if you're self-employed or entrepreneur or whatever, business owner.
Well, I'm all of those things.
Yeah, but part of it is how much time do you put in, like you said, entrepreneur, business owner, with what we do. And I'm not saying that I'm out there, and yes, there's downtime, there's advantages, but then there's the days that we're going 430 miles in a day.
Oh fuck! Okay,
Oh
But
no, J-Dub, you can't play I'm a hustler, baby.
I just want you to know. I need your
I want
love.
you to know.
No, and I get that, but it's like when you see people posting it, they're like out here hustling, and it's just like, dude, you're working your regular shift. Like
I know.
that's just your regular job doing your
Job at
like,
which you bitch at every day.
yeah. And it's like I'm out here grinding. It's like, no, it's your regular scheduled shift.
Mhm.
Like,
All right, and that concludes our segment.
it's like I called in sick on Friday. I'm not hustling. I'm not grinding today. Hey, what are you doing this Friday? Not hustling or grinding. What? Oh, I took a vacation day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got 6 of those. I got 6 weeks.
Yeah. Paid.
Perfect.
But yeah, no, that's something that's just, I don't know what it is. It just irritates me. You see posts like that on Instagram all the time. Like out here in the streets hustling, and it's like, dude, you're doing your job. You're not hustling anything. Like,
You have a tie on.
it's your job.
Yeah.
Like,
I get the guy that goes, your job, man, it must be great to just go to all those shops and sit and smoke. And I go, is that what you think I do?
you
Is
know
that
what?
really, really, really what you? Because so many people think that, and they don't get any of the backstory. We every once in a while I let them behind the curtain, and I go, okay, I have to do with this: emails, phone calls, text messages, guys that send you these crazy text message orders, and I'm going, please send me an email with everything that you want, even mark it on your price sheet, and just So that's one of the pet peeves, is that I hear this from people, and I go, it's not. Some days I don't smoke my first cigar till 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I've been on the phone or going to shops, and I'm burnt because the day before I drove, up to Saratoga Springs to do an event, and I came home and it was 11:30 at night, and I had a blowout on my, in my car, and I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for AAA because I couldn't loosen the lug bolts, and a whole big story. And I get home at 3:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
So yes, you're right. That was just I was hustling that day. I was grinding.
And
That's one of those days.
It's
what's
It was,
cracked
but
most-
you know what? More often than not, I don't have those days. So there is a certain, is it a great job? Yes, I enjoy what I do. I love talking to everybody. I love the interactions that I have. I'm behind the product. I'm a fan of the product.
You're
I
lucky,
enjoy
man.
it. I enjoy the whole industry. So yeah, it's you got to love what you do. And I think those guys that say that they're hustling and grinding, they're just at a job. They don't,
yeah. It's
they're not in a career. They're in a job.
yeah.
Not in
The
the
job is I have to go to my job to make my money so I can pay my rent, I can pay my insurance, I can pay my car, I can, have money for the kids. But that's what you have to do. Like you said, it's being an adult. This is what we do.
I hustle at my job, but that doesn't make me a hustler. Right? I
Hmm.
hustle things fast and quick.
Hmm.
J does
Doesn't
make
mean
the
I'm
titties shake.
What is the word? Arriba.
Vámonos.
Vámonos.
Okay, Dora the Explorer. So
What are you
you're
talking about? Your fucking boots.
you're swiper the you're swiper the fox. Give me a cigar.
Let's keep this shit going.
You
I am
gotta
out of
say,
this conversation as I do
gotta
not have
say,
kids.
Evan, no swiping. Evan, no
go.
swiping. It's like beers and cigars. That's where you are. Your fucking Dora on crack, and you're you're the Evan the Swiper the Fox.
So Swiper and Fox. Yeah, well, you're Baby Shark.
Baby, sure. I got kids. Man.
Do
I got
do
kids.
do 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 do.
Oh,
Ed,
please
we're out
don't
of
say.
time.
And that is
All
an
right.
episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are done. Thank you for joining in on us, the one and only Rebar, with our special guest, Mo. TATLATMOE.
Thanks,
Yo.
boys.
Oh knows.
Mo knows. Mo knows.
Hashtag
best.
Mo knows. We're gonna start a new hashtag movement. Mo knows. Hashtag Mo knows.
Mo, I can't wait to get a Moet shower from you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoy the episode. Thank you for supporting us.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We'll see you next
Cheers.
week.
See y'all
Cheers,
again
boys.
next week.
And with that said, have a great one.